following is brought to you by Dead Pyre Productions.
You can follow the podcast at Instagram.com/Dead City Podcast and on Facebook at Dead City Podcast. Hey guys, it's Mitch of Dead City Podcast. I hope you enjoy listening to this. The following has some swearing, some views that may not be viewed by most people, but it's my podcast, so meh. Let's get the show going. Man, it's definitely been a week, that's for sure. Hey guys, it's Mitch, artist formerly known as Damien Morningstar, but Mitch works better. Man, what a week. That's all I have to say. As of right now, I'm doing this podcast by myself now. I'm going to explain what's going on in this episode, on top of everything else that's basically going on, my future of doing stuff like this. My original plan was to do like every other week, but now since I'm doing this by myself, I'm going to put this out on a weekly basis. So I'll basically just ramble, do that kind of stuff, and then I'll do topics. Everything else, like, the podcast was meant to be about, but it's not going to have Liam anymore. So I'm going to play some songs from some artists that are local. I'm going to play today Within Shadows and All Alone Together. As of right now, the plan is just for me to do this by myself. If I decide to bring a co-host on, I will. But it's not really in like a huge rush to get somebody else involved in this. I kind of want to do it myself for a little bit, see how it turns out. I'm not going to filter anything out on this for the most part. But I'm going to go and explain what's going on. So a couple days ago, Liam messaged me and basically told me he's burnt out and wanted out. That's all that's going on. Nothing else behind it. And if he's listening, I honestly hope he's got the best, or I hope everything goes good for him in the future. He knows how to get a hold of me if he ever wants to do stuff together again. But as of right now, we're not working together. So that means Drop Dead City is going through a rebirth. Me, Braden, and Ryan, the three of us, we're going to continue on as the project, but we're going to be on a break for a little bit. When we start back up, we're going to basically be starting from the very beginning. So we probably won't be doing shows. I don't plan on rushing this project at all. So if you don't see us for over a year, it's not my personal choice. It's just it is kind of my personal choice. I don't want people to get burnt out anymore. And I don't want to have to keep starting and stopping the project. So with those guys, we're going to be doing something. And if you were on my Facebook a couple days ago, I kind of posted that all the projects are dead. I wanted to clarify on what I meant by that. It's basically my involvement in all the other projects. So Diamond Rose, the Talking Machines, the talks of us doing the festival. I might do that in the future, but as of right now, I'm mainly focused on doing music. I don't have any other aspirations going on. The YouTube channel is going to stay up. I'm still going to upload stuff regularly to the YouTube channel. I might bring back my bass covers that I used to do. I'm going to try and do those at least once or twice a month. This podcast will be going up on YouTube. But the only difference between the podcast on YouTube and the podcast that you can find on your streaming services is that there's going to be no music playing on the YouTube channel because I don't want to get demonetized. I know it's all like local artists and stuff, but I'm trying to avoid all that other red tape and stuff like that. So, like I said, Drop Dead City is still a thing. It's just my involvement in the other projects that we had going on, Timeship Avenue, all that. I'm walking away because I want to focus on doing Drop Dead, and then I'm going to probably start working on some solo stuff in the future. I don't know when or where, but I plan on doing that. I plan on getting a setup done at my apartment so I can actually like physically record stuff. So if I wind up putting out a solo album, it's gonna probably be guitar and bass. I'll probably throw in a drum track here or there, but I don't really plan on doing that. But yeah, that's what's going on. It's like nothing too serious. It's just, people want it out. I personally, I just didn't want to say it to anybody because I'm the kind of person that I want to make it work. Even I was getting to the point where I didn't even want to do Diamond Rose, Talking Machines, all them. I'm like physically drained at the moment. It may not sound like it. It may sound perky and stuff, but as of right now, I just want to focus on doing this and the one band. I am talking with another guy to do another band, but it's here or there. I don't know when we're doing it, I should say. But yeah, like I said, as of right now, it's doing this, the band, and then focusing on my life. I'm doing good, like, in my life. I'm not at the point where I need to do some, like, desperate soul searching. I know what I want to do, and I'm doing things that I like my job. I work at a weed farm. I don't mind, or I actually dig the work, getting to work with weed all day. And then, yeah, I got the music and everything else that's going on the side. And again, when Drop Dead City goes, we may not be as crazy as our original plans were to do a show a month. We might still do it if the guys want to do it, but I'm not pushing for a show a month. Like maybe 6 months out of the year, or 6 shows out of the year, I'm fine with it. If the guys want to do contests and stuff, I'm fine with that too, but I'm not rushing this project anymore like I did with Drop Dead City. I'm kind of learning I'm taking everything that happened as of late to try and improve on making it a better situation for not just myself, but for everyone else. So again, recap, Drop Dead City is going to still be around as long as I'm living and breathing. Drop Dead City will be a thing. No one ever has to worry. If it means I got to put out a solo album for Drop Dead City, it's still going to happen. It may not be punk, but it's going to be something. So the socials are staying, Drop Dead City and everything else. DistroKid, you probably will not see a Diamond Rose project coming out of our through me. Honestly, if Liam and them want to still do it, again, I have no say over the matter. I'm just, it's there, But I don't know what's going on. I haven't talked to Liam since basically everything fell apart. So I don't know what his plans are for everything. If he still wants to put it out, put it out. I'm not going to stop you, If he wants to basically take me off of the writing credits for everything, that's fine too. I don't care. I'm taking these moments that in my life, like recording everything, I've done the things I wanted to do. I wanted to record music. I wanted to put music out, and I did it. Sure, it's been acoustic music for Drop Dead City, but it's still music. It gets people to hear some stuff that I've been working on. Still going to be putting out music in the future. I'm not stopping that at all. It's just, like I said, as of right now, it's not going to be coming out boom, 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 boom. That's just how it is. You write music so much, and you start playing, and you get so excited, and the problem is that I was managing the band on top of writing the music and everything else, and I think I lost track of the managerial side of everything than the band side. Because honestly, I think if I was paying more attention to doing the stuff in the band than doing shows, doing logos and stuff like that, honestly, we'd probably still be doing this. But, made a mistake once, learn from it, and move forward, and that's what I'm doing, Like I said, Liam, if you listen to this, I have all the respects in the world for you, bro. I hope everything you do in the future is more successful than what we were doing. And again, if you want to get a hold of me, you know how to. Anyways, guys, I'm going to stop my ramblings. I'm going to play probably Alone Together first. They're a band that I played with over back in March. Phenomenal band. I'll probably play their song. And then I'm going to go into basically The Weakest Link. And then I'm probably going to just keep rambling on about something else. I haven't really decided. I'm kind of doing this on the fly. It was just to clear up the air on future episodes of this that, it's going to just be me. The audio may not be the same because I'm doing this at home. I don't have a professional setup. But as of right now, I'm doing this like this. And yeah, it's basically just going to be me talking a bunch of stuff and stuff like that, So this is Alone Together and their song Teeth, I believe. I have to double check. But either way, it's Alone Together. I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah. Bye. Man, wasn't that great, guys? That was Alone Together. They're on Instagram at www.instagram.com/wearealonetogether. And on Facebook, www.facebook.com/alonetogethercanada. So yeah, those guys, we played shows with them. We played a show with them in March. It was just the two guys. Phenomenal show. So yeah, if you like that, you can find them on all the socials. They got stuff on Instagram. They got, or not Instagram, Spotify. They got stuff all over the place, basically. So yeah, check them out. They're pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to introduce a new segment of the show. We were supposed to do this, actually, on this episode. It's called Weakest Link. Weakest Link is a game where I basically take a band from a certain generation, and then what I do is I take their weakest member and replace them with a better member of an artist around the exact same time. So, perfect example would be this. I'm going to say early, or 2000s Blink, around self-titled. You had Tom, Travis, and Mark. This was when they were doing their self-titled album. So, I would honestly go and say I would replace Tom. Tom was always seemed to be like the weakest link in Blink. A good guitar player, but I think it just vocally he was like the whininess. But I think that was basically the point, because without that, pop punk wouldn't have like the whiny vocal range to it. And that's cool and everything. I would probably switch him out with either Dexter Holland from The Offspring, or maybe even Billy from Green Day. I think that would make a pretty interesting combination. Like, you know, three of the bands that really made pop punk what it is today. You swap out their vocalists. I think it would be a little bit more interesting. So if you want to hear me do more of this, give me an artist and a decade. So you can say like, oh, who would you replace on Led Zeppelin? Stuff like that. I'm down to do anything. You can message me on Facebook through the podcast at Dead City Podcast. But yeah, so yeah, like I said before, as of right now, my only goal is to do this and to go and do the band. My goals of Drop Dead City aren't really heavily into getting famous anymore. I just want to do this for fun, and then just see where it goes from there. So, you know, I'm happy. You know, I'm content with everything right now. Personally, I think the break is needed for everybody, because we were doing like 2 practices a week, and then doing shows, and I think it got burnt out. And then we had the big idea of recording basically the EP and the full length at the exact same time. I think this time around, we're just going to focus on getting EP up first, and then doing a full length when it feels natural. But as of right now, I want to just make everything just come together naturally. I don't want to force anything anymore, you know? So yeah. That's basically... And then, like I said, with DDC, I don't know what we're doing this, or going forward, because I want to sit and talk with the guys about what we want to do. So I don't know if we're going to still do the punk thing, or if we're going to probably go rock heavy, because me, Braden, and Ryan were guys that are like really heavily influenced by classic rock too. So we haven't really discussed if maybe doing more rock oriented than punk stuff is going on. So if we do go more rock oriented, I think we're probably only going to keep 2 songs of what we have, and then basically scrap everything and start from the beginning. That's the goal anyways, so, you know, who knows what's going to go on. So yeah, no. Also, if you're an artist who wants music played on a podcast that basically goes out, let me know. You can contact me through Instagram. I'm officially Mitch Bergeron 94. That is MITCHBERGER 94. I'm on Facebook. You can message the podcast directly, or you can message me. Again, Mitch Bergeron. You look for a picture of me singing into a microphone. But yeah, like I said, as of right now, the podcast may not even go as long as it used to. I might keep it short, because uploading to YouTube, doing something like big like that with my internet, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So I'm going to try and stretch out the podcasts in the future. This is going to be a short one because I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on, give you guys a basic idea of what the concept of what the podcast is going forward. So I might only make this like a 20, 25, maybe even. I'm going to stretch it to like 30 minutes because I've still got another band to play. But yeah, like I said, going forward, we're going to be doing this, like I said, every week. I'll be looking up topics to talk about, be it conspiracy theories, politics, religion, stuff like that. My views on all this. Again, everything I say on this podcast is my views, so I don't want anybody to, at me on everything and go, well, you shouldn't be saying this because it's not politically correct. I'm basically saying what I want to say. I'm not going to filter myself because, Tom, Dick, and Harry got upset because I fucking called them Tom, Dick, and Harry and not, their gender fluent name or their whatever identity that they go by. I am again that's where the punk ethic in me comes out, is that I'm not going to filter myself when it comes to these things. Again, like I said, I don't know what's going on with the band. All I know is that the three of us are going to continue, and it's me and the guys are going to sit down when we play together next, and we're going to decide, well, what do we want to do? Do we still want to do the punk music, keep the set list the way it is, or are we going to go rock? And if we go rock, are we basically resetting everything? Are we going to do that Thanos snap like that's happened, in the Avengers? Speaking of which, oh boy, I am super excited for Endgame. I haven't seen the latest trailer that's come out, but I've seen the short that came out during the Super Bowl and the first trailer. I am super excited. I'm trying to convince my wife to go and see it. I think she will because it's basically the end of everything, because it's supposed to from what I understand, it's supposed to basically reset everything. So, and then it's going to supposedly start off something new. I haven't seen Captain Marvel yet, and it kills me that I haven't, so I'm probably going to wind up watching Captain Marvel after Endgame. But other than that, I'm caught up on everything. I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp when it came out. For the this new phase. I haven't seen anything else really yet. And me and my wife were talking about it. We're probably going to do the Disney Plus streaming service because my wife's like a huge Disney freak, and I like Marvel. So that would probably be the biggest influence on the reason why we're going on and gonna do the new streaming service that comes out. That way we can sit and watch, the Avengers stuff, because Disney, if no one doesn't know, Disney is basically taking everything off of Netflix to upload to their own streaming service. So you can't find if you're in America and in Canada. In Canada, we get the short end of the stick when it comes to Netflix. There is a lot on Netflix, but a lot of it's just Netflix originals, and it's why do I even want to sit and watch this? But, me and my wife, we sat and watched. We got into The Order. It's a good show. The new Sabrina, the Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Riverdale, whatever you want to call it, spin-off that they got going on now. We're watching that. The Bizarre Adventures of Sabrina, whatever it is. We're watching that right now. We're caught up. We watched Van Helsing, whatever's on Netflix. Lucifer is a good show. So I'm gonna probably play the next song, and then I'll probably do a little bit more talking, and then I'll probably end it. And then, like I said, I'll probably have a better length and everything else. Like I said, it may not go to an hour anymore because I listen to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of my favorite podcasts are only 30 minutes long. Stuff like that. So I'm going to probably do my recommendations at the very end after I talk a little bit more. But yeah, up next, we are going to be doing the song called, I believe, This Ain't Easy Core. I had to look up the list of songs that I have. that I have on my on my system here. I'm probably gonna play a song by Within Shadows. Sean, Within Shadows, I knew they're a hardcore rock band, metalcore, pretty good stuff. So yeah, Within Shadows, I'll be playing them next, and then yeah, I haven't decided what song I'm gonna do, but yeah, here it is, Within Shadows. Enjoy.
Take my breath away. I don't know what to say. Everything about you, everything that you do, leaves me wanting more for me to adore. Baby, you're always on my mind. Someone like you is so hard to find. You're so beautiful, faithful, and kind. Baby, you're always on my mind. We'll go through things, crap that life brings, but we will make it through, no matter what we do. One day I'll marry you, we'll buy a house or two, we'll live so happily in our own reality. Baby, you're always on my mind. Someone like you is so hard to find. You're so beautiful, faithful, and kind. Baby, you're always on my mind.
But yeah, guys, that was Within Shadows with On My Mind. An amazing song by an amazing, talented, what used to be a band. Now it's, I believe Sean's doing it as a solo project now. Anyways, so, yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to try and stretch this out as much as I can, but I'm probably going to be ending it up soon because I got stuff I got to do. So, yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying this. Give me some feedback. If it's on a platform that does, like, reviews and stuff, review this. Like, just say whatever you can. Just give me some ideas of what to do. You know, I'm doing this by myself. I haven't done a podcast by myself in, like, a year now. I was doing a show, but I stopped doing it because I didn't have the time because I was trying to do the band stuff, and now that I kind of have more time to do stuff like that, I can't. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy listening to this. My recommendations... I'm going to give you basically 4 different recommendations for you guys to check out. So, on the music front, I say go check out Rival Sons, an amazing rock band from Nashville. Check out their newest album. Pretty good stuff. I just recently got into them. That's why I can go. That's why I'm giving it out. So yeah, check out that album. Solid stuff. Then recommendation number 2: check out the podcast. Stay Free. If you're a Clash fan like I am, check out this podcast. It's basically the story of the Clash. It's a Spotify original, and it's being narrated by Chuck D of Public Enemy. And it's a podcast filled with the backstory, interview of everything about the Clash. And the Clash is one of the reasons why I play music. You know, I grew up listening to classic rock on the radio, and it was always the Clash and the Ramones, and those are the two bands that made me want to play punk music. So yeah, check them out. Recommendation number 3: check out Talk is Jericho. Talk is Jericho is pretty good if you're into professional wrestling and everything else. It's hosted by Chris Jericho of Fozzy fame, of AEW fame, AEW fame, I should say, and all them. Check out that. That's good stuff. And my 4th and final check out is check out Alone Together. Like, they're an amazing band. I played Teeth at the beginning of the show. Yeah, give them a listen too. Let them know that, well, the artist formerly known as Damien or Mitch, tell them that I sent their way. Yeah, check out their stuff they have a couple things on Spotify, a couple things on Bandcamp. And if you want, check out the old Drop Dead City stuff. You may not ever hear those songs again. Like, they're going to stay on YouTube and everywhere else, but I don't have any aspirations of playing the music again, because that's just not who I am anymore, personally. We may do it if Drop Dead City is still going to be a punk band. We may still wind up doing it. Just the songs that I wrote, so you'll never hear the stuff that Liam had the majority of it written. But my songs will probably stay around. But yeah, I've been the phenomenal Bassman. You have been the Dead City Podcast fans. Hope you've enjoyed this. I will see you guys in the near future. And in the famous words of Pull the Plug, keep masturbating.